Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. So today's video is going to be the updated review on the Dreame Aqua 10 Ultra Roller. This is my second unit. I bought this with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video. My first unit did develop a leak underneath the base station when I first got it, so I think it was just a bad unit. I did get a new unit. The new unit is not leaking, and I've been using it for a lot. I've been using it quite a bit, and I absolutely love it. It's going to be Just a Dad approved. It's going to be on my website, justadadapproved.com, where you can find it. If you purchase a product off my website or in a link in this video, the product don't cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. It's a way of helping support my channel. Now, this robot is a mop roller design. Now, there's been, I don't want to say controversy, but there's been a lot of debate whether mop rollers or spinning mop pads like this Matrix 10 here do a better job of cleaning. Well, I have a video. I've been working really hard. I've got a comparison between the Aqua 10 and the Matrix 10, so be sure and check out that video. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the robot, but at the end, I am going to show you, since it does a good job of cleaning, I'm going to show you cleaning this world-famous Just a Dad cleaning studio over here. But again, LiDAR navigation, obstacle avoidance. It does have a camera on the front. Retails for $1,600. That's what I paid for it because I have to buy these when they first come out. Thankfully, it's on sale right now for $1,200. And when a robot that I highly recommend goes on sale, I send an email out. So on my website, justadadapproved.com, sign up for my email. It's right there on the front. I don't send out a bunch of emails. Just when products that I love and I think are great sales, I send an email out. And I'm also comparing this to the Mova Z60, but mainly the Narwhal Flow. That's been a little bit of a thorn in my side over there. I've done some resetting. It's working a little bit better, but I do have a comparison video between these two, and the results are pretty shocking. Now, this robot will vacuum and mop your house at the same time. Here's the dustbin. I have had a little bit of stuff getting caught on this trap door, nothing too major. It does auto empty out the bottom. I am glad that it has a dirty water tank. So it's just nice knowing that I can be able to clean this dirty water tank. The dirty water gets scraped off of the roller and sucked up into here. And at the end of the job, it gets emptied out and then sucked up into the dirty water tank. And also, when this is washing the mop roller with hot water, and then when it sucks it up into the dirty water tank, it passes through a dirt detection sensor. I love robots that have dirt detection sensors. It does two things. It'll if the water being sucked up is dirtier than normal, which means that room that it just came from was dirty, it rewashes the mop roller to get it extra clean. But then it also tells the robot, go back and re-mop that room you just came from. I love that. It's just a behind the scenes feature that keeps our houses clean that we don't even have to worry about. Love it. At the end of the job, it is going to blow hot air onto the mop roller right here to dry it. Once in a while, you will hear the roller turning. This base station has proved to be relatively easy to clean. It's not getting super dirty. And again, here's the mop roller. This fluffer is really turning out to be something special. If you've ever had Tennicos with mop rollers, the rollers get real flat. This fluffer, I can take it apart and show you, but I do have a full 1 hour video on how to set this up. I go through everything, but this is going to be a short condensed version because I like it so much. But that thing works very well. The dual brush roller design works pretty good. If you have a bunch of Huskies, sometimes you do get some clumping with this dual brush roller design. It's open on the end, so the long hairs are directed down here and then get sucked in. But if it gets overloaded, it kind of clumps, and then you'll see little clumps of hair. The side brush does extend into the corner. It has a carpet sensor. I love carpet sensors. It has these robotic feet. Whenever it gets to a threshold, it can deploy these robotic arms and go over almost a 3-inch threshold, not quite. But those work very well. I've got extensive testing. I got lots of videos of those feet being deployed. If you have a home with thresholds, this is the robot to get because it just does a great job. Now, the reason behind this video is people have been asking me for maybe a shorter, condensed version of a review, and that's the reason behind this video. So if you want to see how good it cleans and some of the neat features, just keep watching the video. If not, it is a purchase. It is a buy for me. It's kind of expensive, because it's a mop roller and there's kind of a lot of intricacies in there. I do think the Mova V50 gives it a run for its money. It's $1,000, so it's $200 cheaper, but it is spinning mop pads. I guess I'll have to do a comparison. But anyway, stay tuned and you'll see it cleaning up a mess and showing the special feature. Okay, the Dreame Aqua 10 is going to wash its mop roller with hot water. Then it's going to fill the robot up with water inside. Then it's going to go clean up the big mess. Here's what it sounds like when it's washing the mop roller. Here's the dirty water pump, sucking the water up into the dirty water tank. Okay, it's going to raise its LiDAR, undock, and travel to the room to clean it. Okay, we're going to see how the Dreame Aqua 10 cleans up these muddy paw prints, a big mess in the corner, and avoids this cable. It does have a mop roller that it can extend up against the wall. Got a bunch of long hairs on here also. Wow, it's doing a great job. That did an excellent job of cleaning up against the wall and got everything in the corner. It does have some long hairs wrapped around the side brush. It's going to do the perimeter of the room first, then it's going to go back and forth in the nice straight lines because it has LiDAR navigation. Now, okay, it looks like it finally recognized that cable. It's backing up. That can be extremely hard to recognize and avoid. It does have a camera on the front. It can take a picture of the obstacle, but you can turn that off in the app if you don't want the camera to come on. Wow, it did a good job of avoiding that. Now I've got it doing vacuuming and mopping at the same time. You could have it just mop or just vacuum only. It's getting the floor squeaky clean. Wow, it did a good job. It's going to do 2 passes. First pass will be left, right, then it's going to go up, down. It did get a water drip right there. That looks like the only water drip I got. I'll keep an eye out for that. It can lift its mop roller. Now it's going to do the second pass. I like that on the second pass, it's going to do the perimeter of the room first also again. There's a little bit left in this corner, but it should be able to get it on the second pass. Wow, that corner is clean. Now it can lower its LiDAR and go under that furniture. In the app, if you put a low-lying area, it'll clean this area first, then it'll lower the LiDAR, go underneath that. It'll do under 4 inches tall. That's what that furniture is. And it gets close to the wall. And this corner was already clean. All right, so I went and got my white glove. We're going to give it the white glove test. Another water drop right there. So it does leave some drops once in a while. There was another drop right there. They're not dirty drops, but it does leave drops of water. All right. Wow. That floor is, and I do have the water turned up really high. So I could turn the water down in the app a little bit more. Crevices are good. This floor is clean. Wow. Excellent job. There's the corner test. Again, I do have it turned up pretty high. I could turn this down to like 19. We'll turn it down around 15. There's that obstacle cord-like item, and it did take a picture of it. There it is. And it's going to finish this job. Once it's all done, it's going to go back and wash that mop roller with hot water and then dry it with hot air. This does have an onboard dirty water tank. That's where that water is going right now. It's the mop roller's being continuously wet, and then the dirt is being scraped off and sucked up into the dirty water tank. And at the end of the job, it'll empty out that dirty water tank. I'm not sure if it flushes it out with water or not. This is an excellent robot vacuum cleaner. I think it did an excellent job. I don't see the leaks. I don't see the drops of water now that I turned that water up. The floor is noticeably drier too. It's not quite this squeaky. All right, it's all done. It's going to go back to the docking station.
Completed. Returning to the dock to charge.
It's very quiet when it travels. And when it's doing a mopping only event, it's pretty quiet too. There's the base station. There's where it's going to wash the robot. It's going to fill the internal tank up inside the robot with water and then dry it with hot air. It's also going to auto empty the dust bin out that port there on the bottom. Right there.
Start charging. Start auto empty.
got a few long hairs wrapped around the side brush. Now it's going to wash the mop and dry it with hot air.
Start cleaning mop pads.
Okay, let's go empty out the dirty water tank. There's how much water it used. All right, so it did a good job cleaning that floor. Wow. So I really do like this Aqua 10 Ultra. They have a new one coming out that doesn't have the Ultra. I just bought it. They just released it. It's more expensive than this one. No, it's $1,300. I forget. It's like $1,300, but the LiDAR is fixed. So I will be getting it in comparison. I do think they have a lot of good going on here. The comparison with the Mova Z60, the Z60 just has a few shortcomings. It's not failed. It's just not as good as I would like. The Dreame Aqua 10 is a better robot. I review hundreds of robots and vacuum cleaners, so you don't have to. I purchase these with my own money. That way I can give you my honest opinion. And there are some robots that I highly recommend, like the Mova P10 Pro. It's my 2025 absolute favorite robot. And on my website, you can find it as my #1. But also when it goes on sale, sign up for my email. I send an email out when that robot or other robots that I highly recommend. I just sent an email out today. This was on sale for $300, and you can see it's one of my favorites. Here's what my website looks like. Here's where you can sign up for the email list. If you scroll down here, here's the current robots that are on sale. All you gotta do is click on the button there. It's gonna take you to Amazon. And here are my #1 through #12 picks, and I'm adding others as the price goes down. And I will be adding the Dreame Matrix 10, the Mova Mobius 60. I also review other products. So up here, I do carpet cleaners. These are my best portable spot cleaners and upright cleaners. These are ones that I have tested and absolutely love. And you can find the video for these also. I even have some fun categories, gifts dads will love, gifts under 50. These are just items that I have myself that I use all the time. And for a while, I reviewed several coffee makers. So this is just a small list of the coffee makers that I reviewed, but these are some of the best ones. And when I was reviewing coffee makers, I branded my own coffee. Click on Buy My Coffee. It'll take you to my coffee website where you can purchase Just a Dad Simple Sip coffee in the K-Cup form, whole bean, or already ground. There's also a frequently asked questions. There's also a contact me. If you fill that out, if you got a question, I'll try to get to your email as soon as I can. And when the big Amazon deals come up, again, I take pictures. I show you exactly the robots that I approve of, and then I give you a link that's where you can purchase it. Again, if you click on this link, it's going to take you right to Amazon. If you end up purchasing the product doesn't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. I want JustADadApproved.com to be your go-to place to find the products that I highly recommend and love, and I know you'll love also. And I'm going to start getting into more written reviews. I know I do a lot of video reviews, but I'm going to start transcribing those into written reviews that are kind of easy to read and followed by a link. Also on Just a Dad Approved, when we have the big sales, we got Black Friday coming up. I'm going to list all the sales and I'll have really quick access for you. So if you're just looking for the best robot to buy, go to JustADadApproved.com. There'll be a little spot you can click on and purchase the product. So thanks everybody. I absolutely love what I do and I couldn't do it without your support. I also have channel memberships. So we're having a lot of fun. I'm starting to do more live streams, and in those live streams, you can have a custom emoji. We're having fun with it, kind of spinning mop pads, roller mop pads. So check out my channel membership. It's also another way of helping support my channel. But during these question and answer periods, I'm going to try to schedule them on a regular basis, and you can just ask me any question you would like. Here's my YouTube channel. If you click on memberships, here's what the custom emojis look like. I only have 4 of them so far, but as we get more members, we can create more emojis, and I'll create an emoji to whatever everybody else decides. So thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like, subscribe, and check out my website, JustADadApproved.com.